Hey guys, Nodlammers here. I'm doing this, hopefully, for James's channel, and yeah, I know that the chair I'm sitting in is kind of creaky, and I decided I'm going to do a deck list on my Cyber Dragon deck, along with a side deck. So, we're going to do the side deck last because it's really small. I don't really have much alternate options for this, like, in hand. All the alternate options are just like, you know, typical stuff. And I'll talk about that once I get done. So we're not going to do the extra deck first, we're going to set that off to the side. And this camera is in front of me for the first time, like it's sitting in front of me, and it's really weird. So we're going to start off with the main deck, of course. And the first thing you want to run, triple Cyber Dragon. Just straight up, main card in the deck, really great effect. I love this card. I've been playing Cyber Dragons for a really long time. And always got to run with the triple Cyber Dragon until he was limited. But you know what, he's not anymore, so roll with it. Next up, another really great card in the deck, triple Cyber Dragon Dre. Turns all your Cyber Dragons on the field to level 5. When he's banished, protects the Cyber Dragon from destruction, just any form except for banishing. And of course, just like most Cyber Dragons, he becomes Cyber Dragon on the field and in the grave. So, triple Cyber Dragon Dre. A little unconventional is where we're heading next, and don't get mad for the mixed rarities. Triple Cyber Dragon Zui, a pitch target for Twin Twisters, and crap, what's the other card? And you can just notice, because I'm not using the ceiling lights, I'm using natural lighting in this video, so if it just got darker. Just other things that need pitch targets, this is a good card for, because he's Cyber Dragon in the grave, show a spell card, he becomes Cyber Dragon. So really good if you just need to get that last one. And again, another unconventional one. Could be good for maybe Xyz summoning, not really. Triple Proto. Don't judge. Triple Proto. Triple Proto Cyber Dragon. And lastly, one of the most important cards in the deck, and the one that took me the longest to like acquire the triplicate, Triple Core. Really love Cyber Dragon Core, really good card. I just grabbed Zui, sorry. Because I'm looking in the viewfinder for this camera, so sorry. But yeah, triple Cyber Dragon Core, grab a Cyber Speller Trap when he's summoned. Good card. Cyber Dragon on the field and in the grave. And that's it for our Cyber Dragons. So 3 of each Cyber Dragon, so except for Laser and Barrier. Next, for the non-Cyber Dragon cards, we have 5 left. 2 Cyber Valley, really a little bit of draw power with these guys. You can use Machine Dupe on him to get the other one, banish them both, grab the 2, and so yes. Next, these next few cards are only ran at 1. Cyber Eltanin to wipe the board. Whoa. There we are. Also a good late game. Sorry. Also a good late game card. Turtle, Electromagnetic Turtle. Pitch target for Foolish. Also, good pitch target for Foolish is Core, depending on what your situation is. Good pitch target for Foolish Burial. Great to like set in defense and just kind of have there. Good card, solid card. And lastly, the only non-machine, Light Hex Sealed Fusion. So one thing about this deck was I wanted uniformity, and so everything in this deck is a light type machine except for this card. And you could switch this card out with the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion as well for Chimera Techs. So that's one of the jams that I don't have but would like to have, so that way I could switch this card out with the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion if I wanted to. But right now it's just the Light Hex Sealed Fusion. So yeah, and that's it for monsters. Triplicate of all 5 Cyber variations, 2 Valley, 1 Eltanin, 1 Turtle, and 1 Light Hex Sealed Fusion. So we're gonna pick these guys up and we'll move on to this spell. Actually no, we'll do traps first, because we have less traps than we do spells. And I want to put Cyber Dragon on top. Alright. So moving on to the traps, we only have 3. So, first one, the Obligated Bottomless Trap Hole in Ultra? Is this Ultra Rare? Yeah, this is Ultra Rare, so that's kind of cool. Obligatory. Next 2, Cybernetic Technology and Cyber Network. Cyber Network is really cool for grabbing back banished cards. Banish out 1 Cyber Dragon once per turn as long as you have a Cyber Dragon. You can use it on your opponent's turn, banish out that Dre, save your Cyber Dragon on the field to go into Xyz summoning or Fusion summoning depending on what you got in your hand. Really good card. Only bad part about it is when it pops itself. When it pops in general, like even if your opponent pops it, all your stuff, like banished stuff, comes back. You can't attack the turn that gets popped. This card, Hidden Technology, activate it when your opponent wants to attack one of your Cyber Dragons with their big monster. You can destroy that big monster with your little monster. So say they're attacking core, flip this bad boy up, boom. That was horrible, just phrasing. I'm sorry. But you flip this up, and it's like, no, now your monster's dead, so is my core, no one takes damage. Those are the 3 traps: Cyber Network, Cyber Hidden Technology, and Bottomless. 3 traps, because I don't like traps. Next are the non-machine exclusive spells, because I have a few of them. We have about 5. So much like the main the main set of cards, the main monsters, I guess I should say, we only have 5 non-Cyber Dragons, but in this sense it's it's 5 non-machine exclusive spells. Double Twin Twisters, yeah, obligatory Twin Twisters. It's MST, but times 2. This isn't super. Really good card, pitch a card, and destroy 2 speller traps on the field. Really, really good card. I like it in this deck. It fits. Foolish Burial, because you have Electromagnetic Turtle and Core in this deck. Use them. Use their graveyard effects. Battle Fusion. Battle Fusion is really cool, and my battery is dying, so I'm going to plug in my battery real quick and then come back to this video. And then I'll talk about Battle Fusion, I guess. So, we'll be right back. And we're back. I'm sorry that, sorry I had to do that. So we're back with, like I said, Battle Fusion, because once you see the extra deck, which you can kind of get a sneak peek of over there, and you saw at the beginning of the video, there's a fusion monster in there. There's a bunch of fusion monsters. This is really useful. And last on the list of non-machine exclusive, non-machine exclusive spells, Symbol of Heritage, because we don't use Call of the Haunted in this deck. We want to get things done fast. And so you're going to have Cyber Dragons in the grave. Cards are Cyber Dragon in the grave. This works great. All you need is 3 of them in there. It's the thing I can compare it to is Beacon of White, but for any archetype is what this is. And that's the non-machine exclusive spell count. So we'll just back up. Now we'll go into the machine exclusive spells. The most important card in the deck, of course, is Power Bond, and you're going to run Power Bond at 3 because fusion it counts as your fusion summon. This is your OTK maker right here. Beautiful card. Always got to run it at 3 because why not? And no, I don't have a super cool hollow one like one of my friends does. I wish I did. Next, double Cyber Repair Plant. I'd run it at 3, but I only have 2. Cyber Repair Plant depends on how many Cyber Dragons you have in your grave. You either get to add a light type machine from your deck to your hand, or you get to, hang on, I'm adjusting my camera real quick so I can see more into the viewfinder from where I'm sitting. Sorry. Or if you have 3 Cyber Dragons, you can put one from the grave back into the deck, and grab one from the deck, or you can just grab one or the other. Like, just depends on what you got. 2 of those. Next up, almost everything is ran at 2 or 3 in the machine area. Again, mixed rarities, machine duplication, because you have monsters, and this is another XE. This is an XE's maker right here. Or like again, you can target core and bring out 2 regular Cyber Dragons. You can target Valley and bring out another Valley. Really, really good card. Really useful. Another piece of the OTK maker. That Overload Fusion, because fusing from the grave is cool. Yeah, it seems to be a popular trend nowadays. Fusing from the grave. Again, mixed rarities. So, Overload Fusion. Now we have the singles. Magnet Circle level 2, because we love supporting core. We love supporting core in this deck. Which, this is another card you can side out. This wasn't in the deck originally. I forget what I took. Oh, I took out Call of the Haunted. I took out Call of the Haunted and put this in there. But this is one of those cards where you can switch out for the side deck cards. Machine Armored Unit. One machine gets destroyed, you replace it with a weaker one of the same type. And limiter removal because it's obligatory. And yes, very old limiter removal. The Ultra? the Ultra Instant Magic, or is this the Super? This is the Super quick play spell. And that is it for the main deck. We made it through it. Let me just pack up all these cards. And we're done. No, just kidding. We still got the extra deck to go through. So we'll do fusions first, and then we'll do Xyz monsters. So let me just split that. Alright. First thing, 2 Cyber Twin. Because Cyber Twin, might as well have 2 of them. That was my whole logic behind it, so why not? 1 End Dragon. 1 End Dragon. And I believe this is a full 15. So, I don't know. 1 Over Dragon. Because Over Dragon. Again, he's a little bad because he destroys your whole thing. This is your late game Overload Fusion. Unless you use one of the side deck cards, which we'll talk about in a little bit. 2 Chimera Tech Rampage, because he is your OTK machine. Pops back row up to the amount of cards fusioned with him. 2 Cyber Dragon monsters, not just 2 Cyber Dragons. 2 Cyber Dragon monsters. Since you don't have polymerization, he's only at 4,200. Can attack 3 times. Loads your graveyard for Overload Fusion. He's a good card, is the point. And lastly, 2 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Because you're a Cyber Dragon user, you can put this in your main extra deck. And this is for Cosmos, this is for any other machines out there, you know, the Machine Kaiju and whatnot. You can do some crazy nonsense with that. And those are your fusion monsters. There's a lot of them. They take up the main bulk of the deck. They're really good. And that's why Battle Fusion's in there, but that's why also Battle Fusion isn't needed. Again, that's one of the cards you can take out and slide whatever you want in. So that's it for the fusion monsters. Next is the Xyz monsters, and we're going to do the 2 odd ones out. Gaga Cowboy, because Cowboy for game. And another one that I found out actually works surprisingly well with the deck. Dvorak, the King of Heavy Industry. I got him in a pack, and I was like, level 5 machine. I have space in my extra deck, let's put him in there. So yeah, what he does is once per turn, you can detach an Xyz material, send top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the grave. Then, if any monsters were in there, destroy the amount of monsters sent to the grave. So destroy cards on the field equal to the amount of monsters sent to the grave. He's a really cool card, and it's like there's some strat there, and he's level 5, so you know you can go into him. Now here's something that is 100% optional, and that I didn't do for the longest time. I only ran 2 Nova, but I got a 3rd one, and I had space in the extra deck, so I put a 3rd one in there. You want 2 though, so I just have a 3rd one because I have 3 Novas. So 2 Nova, and finally, of course, everyone was waiting for it, 2 Infinity. 2 Cyber Infinity, and I hate how much this card costed when I bought it. It was $25 when I bought him, and it was horrible. I hated it. But yeah, really great card. If you have never fought an Infinity, if you have never played a user who uses Infinity, you are lucky, and I applaud you, because Infinity just hurts, man. Like, I've played against it, and it just hurts. So what Infinity does is once per turn you can target any face-up attack position monster on the field, attach it to him as an Xyz material. Then, during either player's turn, when an effect is activated, any effect, you can detach one Xyz material, negate the effect, and destroy it. And if you do, destroy it. So he can negate cards like when they're banished, cards when they're sent to the graveyard, cards in the graveyard, cards on the field, traps, spells, monsters, anything. Just negated. Once per turn though, once per turn. So the trick is, when you fight an Infinity user like myself, just, you gotta have some strat there. Because he will do, because like speaking from experience, he will do everything in his power to save that freaking Infinity. But yes, that is the extra deck. And now, we'll go into the side deck. These are my side deck options that I have and recommend. So, Chaos Chimera, and rank up Magic Astral Force, because Gaga Boy. So that's the only reason these 2 are in there, and I just have them because I think that could be a cool strat to use one day. The other ones actually make sense. Spiritual Light Art, Hijiri. And what this does is target one of your banished light types. Tribute 1 light type monster, target one of your banished cards, banish monsters. Your opponent can show you a trap card to negate this, and if they don't, special summon that monster. This is a cool card. I like it. I don't like that it's a trap. I wish it was a spell, but all the spiritual art cards go with the Charmers, of course. There's a spiritual dark art as well. Don't quite know what it does, but these are for the Charmer deck. I have this, and I was like, you know what? This actually could be a cool strategy for the Cyber deck since you banish stuff with Overload and whatnot. So, Spiritual Light Art, Hijiri. Cybernetic Fusion Support, a card that I used to have and took out. There's a reason, because it costs half your life points. Another good late game card. It's quick. You use this in tandem with Power Bond to get your Over Dragon. It's like, it's basically, I'm gonna Power Bond from the grave and sack out half my life points, along with killing myself because I'm using Over Dragon. That's what this is. This is, I'm ending the game now. Lastly is Solidarity. This card I've been tampering with. I've been messing, like putting it in instead of Magnet Circle 2, but it makes me want to hold Light Hex Sealed in my hand or keep it in the deck or something. Just like get it away. Like, you know, it's one of those cards. And that's the side deck. All traps and spells. I like the monsters in here. Of course, you can put Galaxy Soldier in here, switch Proto or Zui out with Galaxy Soldier. Probably Proto because Proto is bad. Toon Cyber Dragon was a card I was thinking putting in, just taking out the Altanin, One Valley, and Light Hex Sealed and putting in 3 Toons, just so that way, because it's like having another Cyber Dragon. The only bad part was that he wasn't Cyber Dragon on the field. But yeah, that is my Cyber Dragon deck list. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to do a couple other deck lists really soon, and I really hope you guys liked this video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe to James the Great's channel. I will catch you guys later.